I'm now at the Guangzhou Baiyun Airport Terminal 2. Time is now 1:48 p.m. afternoon. I will be going downstairs to the Airport North Metro subway station, and I will take the train to get to the Guangzhou Museum of Arts. The date today is 3rd of October 2025, and I'm now in China. What you can see now is the Canton Tower in the daytime. It's not so nice in the daytime because there's no lighting. Later at night you will see how beautiful it looks like. I'm now inside the Guangzhou Museum of Arts. I got here by walking from the metro subway station nearby. This Guangzhou Museum of Arts gross area is 40,300 meters square. It has a history of more than 40 years, and there are 19 exhibition halls. These are some ancient seals of China. You can use it to stamp on documents. The entrance fee is 0, which means free entrance to this museum. Now, since this museum is very large, you need a few hours to go through all the exhibits. The exhibits are Chinese calligraphy, Chinese paintings, engravings, sculptures, copperwares, ceramics, woodcraft, stamp collections, and they also conduct art workshops. There's also a bookshop and art and craft shop. Here there's also free luggage service. If you have a big luggage, you can store here at the counter to keep your belongings, and then the staff will give you a luggage card. And photography is allowed here, but don't use tripods and don't use flash photography. In China, many young girls or young women love to dress up in cute cosplay animation costumes with short dresses or short skirt, and then they love to take photos or videos to be used in their social media. I love this type of paintings and drawings. This kind of style is used during the period of the Soviet Union and during the start of the People's Republic of China period. The men in these drawings usually look strong and muscular also. Another young lady here who loves taking photos and posing, to be used likely for her social media, example Douyin and other kind of social media websites. This is a science of holography where light waves are used to create realistic 3D images. The techniques used are interference and diffraction of light waves to produce those 3D images that we see there. Ancient porcelain and ceramic objects like pots, etc. Copper and brass and bronze ancient objects here. Beautiful architectural design of a portion of the museum. Let's go inside the boutique shop to see what are the items which are being sold.
是那个珐琅的库存。
哪个珐琅？
很长的。
在这里。
在哪里？
你要跑。
啊。
这个。
没了是吧？
你在下面电脑听到吗？你先这个。哦，就是说肯定。
这个盒子你要看，所以你自己看一下你的。你们是要先挂一下吗？还是直接挂？这边先最后一下。这个好逗啊！
When I got outside the museum, I could see the Canton Tower in the distance, so I decided to take some photos of it. It's still daytime, so the picture is not so nice. At night it will look much better. This is how the museum looks like from the outside.
一个黑匣子。一个黑匣子。
然后放这边呢，放一个。
Let's go take a closer look at what are the type of food that are being cooked at the street food carts. This is the smelly tofu or soya bean curd. Although the word smelly may sound scary, but actually when you taste it, it's quite delicious. It's being cooked in the hot boiling oil. This big box of smelly tofu from the street cart costs only 15 Chinese yuan, which is equivalent to Singapore dollar $2.80, which is equivalent to US $2.10. Good price. So far in China, whatever food I buy, whether it's from the street cart or from a restaurant, I never ever get any stomach issue. I think the food in China are mostly very clean and hygienic, so I never ever had a problem. Although the name of this food is called smelly tofu, but I don't smell anything bad. In fact, it tastes very delicious. The Canton Tower is now lighted up and it looks so beautiful. It will look even nicer later when it gets darker and darker. See the multi-colors. The colors keeps changing every moment. So you want to take very beautiful photography or videos of the Canton Tower. The location that's just outside the Guangzhou Museum of Arts, that's a very good location to take photos and videos. Since I'm alone by myself and I don't have a traveling partner, so I asked a stranger to help me take some photos for me. Sometimes I feel shy to ask strangers for help, but so far in my travel to China, every time when I ask other people to take photos for me, they willingly do it, which is good. Nobody ever rejected me when I asked them to help me take photos or videos for me. This is the outside view of the museum at night. At this place, a street vendor was selling statues of the Canton Tower, glass statues with colorful lighting, and I was surprised because it's so cheap. Only $1 for the small statue and about $2 for the larger statue, Singapore dollars, $1 or $2 only. I bought two statues, a big one for about Singapore $2 and a small one for about Singapore $1. Just left Guangzhou Museum Art.
妈妈，这里怎么有个翅膀啊？后面吗？
So turn out that the nearest MRT station is Shikang-Kagoda.
哪里的车？
热的，可爱的口音。拜拜。
雪不好看。
You see that flashing statue there? The one with nice colors. That's the one I bought. 5 yuan, which is Singapore dollar 0.93 Singapore dollar, which is US 0.7 for the small statue. Now for the bigger flashing light statue, I got it for 10 yuan, which is Singapore dollar $1.85 Singapore dollars, which is equivalent to US 1.42 for one big flashing statue. Really very cheap. I was so surprised. Actually, the seller who was in red shirt, he wanted to charge me higher price, but because I can understand Chinese language, so I really know that the other buyers bought from me at a low price, so I told him to just charge me the same price as what he charged the other buyers. So he said okay, fine, no problem. So that's why I got it for a very very low price. In China, almost everything is very cheap, whether it's hotels or food or toys. Price is very low. In fact, I actually spend less in China, which is a very developed country. I actually spend less compared to if I were to go to places like maybe Batam in Indonesia or Manila in Philippines. So China, a developed country, actually you spend less per day compared to developing. If you were to go to a developing country like Indonesia or Philippines, because everything is transport is also very cheap in China, very cheap. So you can actually, that's how I can actually spend 29 days in China, but my cost is very very low, you know. That's why I want to come back again to China, because it's really worth my money. In fact, many tourist places, like for example the Guangzhou Museum of Arts, is free. You go in and you pay zero, completely zero, nothing at all. So you can actually spend the whole day and you spend zero, except for the transport. If we take the subway train, maybe cost Singapore $1 or $2, and then the food maybe it costs you another $2-3. So it's really great value for money in to be traveling to China. So if you have a low budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money, go to China. You want to spend more money, go to poor developing countries. I know it's kind of strange, but that's how it is. You want to save money and spend less, go to China, which is a very well developed country. I decided to just roam around randomly and walk in any direction, whichever seems to be the direction to walk where there's interesting places. I will only check my map later on when I'm about to go home. There's no problem because I can easily find out where I am at any moment by looking at the map and using a compass to get my bearings. But for now, I'll just walk randomly to wherever I want to see where it leads me to. Here is a street seller selling lighted lanterns. Here is another street seller selling the Canton Tower colorful lighted statue, but I can't buy it because I already have bought two just now. The streets are crowded with people because it is the 3rd of October 2025, which is still within the China National Day. The China National Day falls from 1st October until 8th October, which is a long stretch of 8 days. So during this period, I need to be careful to try to avoid the very crowded places. But here I got no choice because, well, this area happened to be the crowded place when I got out of the museum. I'm going to wait patiently for the cars first. Not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. It's always better to be late than never. I'm always for safety first, not in a rush. Let the cars go first. Remember when I went to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, there were virtually thousands of motorcycles on the road, and it was so hard to cross the road. I just stood by the roadside for I think at least 15 minutes before I finally saw a gap in the traffic and then I crossed. Otherwise I don't mind just stand there for even half an hour as long as I'm safe. That's most important. Right now I'm actually so near to the Canton Tower. I'm at a shopping mall that is virtually almost beside the Canton Tower.
不是刚才那个阿姨在那里。
This place is super crowded right now because of the China national holiday. On normal days, it won't be that crowded. You can see that the Canton Tower is just so near to where I am now, just not many meters away. So I'm virtually almost beside the Canton Tower right now. The building here is called the Canton Tower Plaza. Canton Tower Plaza. And that very bright colorful tower is attached to this Canton Tower Plaza. I'm now at the level 2 of the Canton Tower Plaza, and this place looks even more beautiful than the ground floor. So I'm going to take a walk around the entire second floor of the Canton Tower Plaza. You can see huge number of China national flags. That's because it is the 3rd October, which falls within the China National Day, lasting from 1st to 8th October 2025. I like it that the pavement is so wide I can walk easily, unlike in some other countries where the pavement is blocked by all kind of trash and street carts where I got to walk on the road or the street. Here you see there's so much wide spaces for walking.
7、8万。对对对，太近了，太近了。
他那个投屏吗
不投。
？7、8万，我这个屏。我不是这样子嘛来的。哦。哇，好远。是这的嘛？
开车几小时来。
You see that there are many security cameras and many places. This is actually good for the public because having many security cameras means it's easy for the police to solve crimes, and that is one reason why the crime rate is very low, because anybody who wants to do crime or steal something will think twice first, because with so many security cameras it's very difficult to do anything criminal. So that's why not many people want to do crime, because if they do it then they get caught very easily and very quickly also.
喺頭先係咪散啊？
往前面走啊嘛。
Right now I'm virtually just a few meters away from the base of the very colorful Canton Tower. So it's my chance now to take lots and lots of photos of the tall colorful Canton Tower. I got out of the Canton Tower Plaza and now I'm walking back towards the metro subway station, since I think it's almost time for me to go back to the hotel to rest. The metro subway station is actually just across the road from the Guangzhou Museum of Arts, and that's where I'm heading now.
你要相信自己，没有就没有，你不要提，也不用跟我吐槽这些，因为我知道你没有。但是你这个你要自己承认，明天如果他到底出因为什么事情给贡献的，你要知道个缘由。他谁说的？
挖出来，
对，
源头。
当面这所以说你反正你要自己知道做人，顶着正做人是二端，没做的是没做的是你哦，当然。
There's a large crowd at the traffic junction, and I can see some traffic police at the junction trying to coordinate and control the vehicular and the human traffic at this traffic junction. Time is now 8:32 p.m. at night. So I'm going to cross this traffic junction and then I will then go down the metro subway station to take the train back to the hotel. So that's how I pass my day on the 3rd of October 2025. You can see that the traffic police wearing the green vest at the corner of the traffic junction.
就是为了避免那些走的超车。